Alright, we're back. We got about 30 minutes left to stream, guys, but we can make some progress here, I think. We're gonna go check out the chem lab real quick. We might be able to get access to there. We may not be able to get access to the HIA. I don't know. But I'm gonna go on just to see if maybe I can find a key card, because, well, I haven't found it yet, so.
Wow. You ever seen bones this cool?
Actually, I didn't even look at the bones, but I haven't, actually. That's pretty cool.
And I say you're wrong.
Talk to my first mate if you have questions.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this isn't the rock. We need to turn back.
This is the spot! Now keep your eyes peeled. The dead drop is at the foot of the alpaca, he said. And this is the alpaca.
Llama.
What was that?
It's a llama we're after, sir, not an alpaca. And this is neither.
Llama, alpaca, same thing.
Llama.
They aren't the same at all, sir. Believe it or not.
Enough! We've got company. Out with it then? Who are you?
What's going on here? Are you the survivors in that ship that crashed ship by the landing pad?
I'm the captain of that crashed vessel, to be perfectly accurate.
Why start now?
What was that, first mate?
Just talking to myself again, sir.
We're on the hunt for a package. It's supposed to be at the foot of this handsome-looking alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama?
But sounds like you need help finding this package. I'm pretty sure you're searching in the wrong place.
Well, this is the only alpaca-shaped rock I've seen for miles, so let's agree to disagree.
Llama.
Llama. Sorry about my second mate. Ever since the crash, I can't squeeze a word of sense out of him.
What's the story with the package?
My crew and I are in the, parcel delivery trade. Our client is waiting on a delivery of special medicine, and this asteroid is the handoff point.
He means drugs. It's a specialty cocktail of adrenotime, pep pills, and dervish mist that our client takes to get out of bed every morning.
It sounds awful. They're drug dealers.
Llama.
Speak for yourself, llama boy. I'm getting out of this business as soon as we're done here.
Only problem is the damn parcel isn't where it's supposed to be. Whoever heard of a llama-shaped rock anyway? I mean, what are the odds?
I can help you find the package.
That won't be necessary. I have everything under control.
Okay.
Could have fooled me.
First mate, this is a llama, and that's an order. Now find me that package. It's around here somewhere.
Hey, hear me out. You and I both know this isn't a llama.
How do you know what a llama looks like?
What's not to know? It's got 4 legs and a silly-looking neck. I read all about llamas in a book about Earth animals. I guess our client must have read the same book. If you backtrack and take the right-hand fork, I could have sworn I saw the rock there already. Captain wouldn't let us stop because the beak wasn't sharp enough to be a llama.
Ah, so he really doesn't know what a llama looks like, does he?
Bingo. He won't even let us turn around because he's dug his heels into this fossil story. His pride is all tangled up in it. We're not getting off Gorgon without that package. If you can find the llama and the goods, you can have my cut of the take. I don't care. I just want out of here.
Alright.
Don't let me down. That llama is my ticket out of here.
Is it all the way back here? Okay. Anyway. I feel. Oh wait. So that reminds me. In FF14, there's like hunt quests in that you can get, and one of them is they give you a quest to go out and kill llamas. Which I say, why the or alpacas? Sorry. Why the hell is somebody putting up a hunt board to kill alpacas? Like alpacas of all things. This is Llama Rock? Okay, I guess I kind of see it. To Captain B. Babbage and crew, a friend, handled with care. Got it. Like, Vector, would you put out a hit on local alpacas?
You want to know how I'm doing? That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
There's not my word. This should be entertaining.
See here now? What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I think it's a bigger mark against your good name that you don't listen to your
Thank you,
crewmates.
stranger.
Maybe you should listen to your crew from now on.
I think you're right. What is a crew if not people who can remedy a captain's flaws now and then?
Well, what's a family for if not pointing out your flaws?
A good crew's like family, always there to help.
Well, thanks, Captain. Let's say we head over to the Sprat Shack and I'll buy the first round, just to show there's no hard feelings.
Llama.
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
Pleasure was mine, First Mate.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama.
That guy must have had a lot of fun voicing just llama. Only if they were led by one named Alpacachino. I wouldn't take any chances then. I mean, that's fair. Oh, hang on, I gotta reload. That's a Colossus. I see a nail.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
So some of these I can just like straight up one shot, even without a crit. And then randomly they just aren't one shottable. Which is interesting. Just saying llama, method voice actor. That guy was on drugs. Like, hey, do you want to say llama into the camera or into the do this for a little bit? How did I not notice this elevator here? I'm only going up here just so it'll maybe show on the map so I can remember it in the future. Otherwise, I would just run past it. Yeah, how did I not notice that? Oh, either way. Alright, so I feel like I've gotten nothing done on today's stream, but at the same time, I did get to explore the vast majority of the meteorites areas and got all the fast travel points. So when we are able to get around, at least that'll be faster. Let's see, the only place we haven't gone is actually right here, so that's where we're headed now. We may not even be able to get in, though. But again, we might just get the fast travel, so.
Together. True professionals. Incoming. Down they go.
Hey, that's what my Miss Sunday is. It's just chatting with me fighting dudes. What Muso game I play doesn't really matter, which is why I'm just acting out characters in the playthrough of them. The important thing is that people can come, hang out, vent their frustrations, chat, you know, all the good stuff. So, Tengage, you got date night with the wife tonight. Anything else going on this weekend?
Chem lab. This place stinks like the wrong end of a primal. And I think I'm close to figuring out why. Something's off with this place. Those ain't normal primals. Thought I was onto something before. Now I'm sure of it. I got a theory to test at that Marauder camp.
Yeah, this is why I don't play too many open world games, is because I tend to just never finish them because they take so fucking long. Which, yes, in case you guys are wondering, I do plan to play Tears of the Kingdom on stream, despite my dislike of the game. Maybe playing it for you guys will get me a newfound enjoyment of it, but she'll see. Alright, it is sealed. I cannot get in here. Alright, well, let's head over to Byzantium then, and see if we can do the other quest then. This is 570 DPS, that's not bad. Can I put stuff in the locker? Stream tomorrow night. Got a buddy that wants to get aim together, and he's had a tough week, so I don't know if he'll do Diablo 3 or Heroes of the Stone, maybe both. I will be raiding tomorrow night, but once I'm done raid, I'll try and remember to come and stop by. Okay, I can land on either of these. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Okay. Guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch her through.
Captain, imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone warned me to stay away from Gorgon and then lock the place down. Not yet. Your mother's office has been sealed tight. I found a lot of shady corporate intrigue. When I find it, you'll be the second to know.
Too bad. But on the bright side, you've outdone my old freelancer. I don't think you made it very far at all. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization and layers of it.
That's the plan. Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff? I don't suppose your mother left you any passwords and mysterious keycards.
No. I think you're going to have to rely on good old-fashioned detective work. It's a good thing you have keen senses, a reliable ship, and a very wealthy sponsor.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff? Does that mean you'll give me an advance on my payment? Do you know that Gorgon was developing Adrena time?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel. but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenochrome?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenotime. Adrenotime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that adrenochrome created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenotime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenotime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Why would Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenotime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenotime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
For your next chat picks my playthrough, you want to start that in December since you've got a lot of time off in December? Good idea. Could one drug really do all that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenotime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
I don't.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
I'll keep that in mind. You seeing you, Minnie?
Ta!
So, I don't want a world where adrenotime is a thing, because that means companies will absolutely expect people to use it, and then work hours would go from like 8 hours to regularly 16 hours. Okay, so I don't want to kill these people necessarily, if I can help it. But I forgot the board hates me.
Okay, keep him quiet.
The board fucking despises me, so I gotta sneak in. Okay, where about it's up here, am I going? Over here.
Process investigating.
Here they come!
Oh no, they shredded that civilian! Why? Oh, that's hilarious and awful.
Hey, I know your face. You're wanted by the board.
I am, yes.
Wow. You're a living, breathing outlaw. That is, until security outside gets their eyes on you, but let's not spoil the moment. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Sounds good to me. Candid review? I don't know anything about a candid review. Hold on, I didn't agree to anything.
Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, How can I help you?
Looking for Clarence Mosley. What's all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Silly!
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the
Prison-themed night was
resub!
the best.
89
Plus,
months!
They gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The
Yeah.
Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
We get some slimes in the chat for silly. Thank you, bud. I really appreciate all the support you've given. I think this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Okay. Just wait. I work for the adjutant. You can tell me. I thought you were into breaking rules. Sure you can. I already agreed to your stupid confidentiality clause, remember?
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
There you go. Lost?
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Yes, I'm looking for Clarence Mosley.
Mr. Mosley is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant...
Wealthy citizen. Clarence Mosley, you've got an eye patch on, so clearly you are important. Can I check these? It's interesting that they don't mind me stealing that.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
I'm interested in anything involving canid. Trick question, there isn't anything interesting about canid shows.
Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for
I had
statistics.
to say that.
Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers.
Okay, thank you.
In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Are you Clarence Mosley?
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mosley.
I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon. That sounds familiar. Mostly furniture company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
I've been looking for you. Still, yes, you do need to finish this, by the way. So far, it's been pretty good.
Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Manufacturer's on an emergency lockdown. I need you to help me lift it. You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings. What's got you so frightened? You want to keep living in the moment? Show me lift the emergency lockdown.
Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
I was hired to find a journal. I'm just trying to do my job. Something horrible happened on Gorgon. I'm just trying to uncover the truth. Project Gorgon created Marauders. You can't just walk away from that.
Yes, the birthplace of the Marauders. And a graveyard for all our mistakes. Starting Project Gorgon was our first mistake.
You like this guy 10 Gauge because he likes math?
Project Gorgon while it's still very much alive and clawing its way back to the surface. That may be our last mistake.
I'm just trying to uncover the truth. Help me do the right thing. There has to be a way to fix this. Now's your chance to clear your conscience. The only thing I want is that journal. How do I convince you to help me? Nobody has to know you were involved. Give me what I want, I'll be on my way.
I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust.
Okay.
A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
What's so important about a trophy? I'm pretty sure the Canid Review is already over.
Yes, but the winner is still in deliberation. Committee won't deliver a result for another 6 to 8 weeks. Bureaucracy. The trophy's being held in a vault at the other end of this hall. Find a way inside, disable any security, lift, carry, deliver. Simple as that.
All right.
What, really? You'll do it? I mean, just like that? Don't you want to know why I asked you?
Don't really care, but sure. Because you're insecure and you want a trophy to feel better about yourself? Fine, I'll bite. Why do you want me to steal your stupid trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
Okay. That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
I already said I would. What do you want?
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room.
Oh, this might be the area that we saw before.
The tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
This guy is me. I just want to see before we're done for today, where the thing is. If this is the maintenance area that I think. Maybe not? Okay, no, that's the elevator. Yeah, technician's key card. Oh. I don't need to back up.
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
Exactly. There's lots of stuff in there.
Processing.
Here we go.
Defensive.
But I don't know the point of maiming or doing status effect. Like, if I maim it, he shouldn't be able to fire anymore if I damage the gun, right? But that doesn't seem to be the case. Hmm. Ooh, lots of mag picks though. Take those. We take those. Completed. Schedule animal sanitation and repair. Musgrave family vault. 1. Applied kindapine scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. See HHC Aboard Aesthetic and Interior Regulations, Sec 33F. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. 4A. Note: tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. 5. Delivered complimentary mint. Oh, this is the vault. What is this? Silver tongue kit. That's the elevator. The vault has like nothing in it. I can't hack that. Oh, apparently I picked up the technician's key card at some point. Alright, so I want to see if this here leads us into the maintenance tunnels area that I saw on the map but couldn't get to. Oh, it doesn't.
Sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this.
I just like walked out with it. What?
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're
Hi,
gonna hurt you.
Mia.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
What? Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to do all the same.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Okay. You use statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either, so these 2 researchers are the only 2 left. I've got some questions about these 2 researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
Alright, tell me what you can about Marion.
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
It was sabotage? You asked me to trust your hunch?
Well, with Spacer's Choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
This character was made just for you, then, 10 gauge? Alright, I don't care about his hunch.
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15.
That seems pretty good,
After
though.
the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Okay, well, must have been some fancy lab coats. You don't think much of this Jasper Lowe guy.
Our office gave Dr. Lowe and his team every opportunity to develop a drug under perfectly reasonable guidelines and generous deadlines. Dr. Lowe failed to meet our requests and largely succeeded in using our supply of drugs to get himself higher than the mortality rate of a line worker at a Saltuna cannery.
That's all I need to know.
Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Thanks, Clarence. Oh, Clarence, you looking out for me?
You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my canid servant. And by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
I hate you so much now.
No need to sound so astonished. Now, was there anything else?
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
How'd you lose your eye? Here, take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
How'd you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Okay. So, can I fast travel out of here? Does not look like I can. So we're gonna have to step outside. Well, we're gonna be done once we get back to our ship, guys, but hey Faye, we're almost done for today, but how you doing? It's been a long time since we've seen you in chat.
Look out! It's a nice warm-up.
Okay. So, I figured that might happen, but show up and do that. But yeah, we haven't seen you in chat for a little bit. We were missing you. This semester has been insane. Well, hopefully you get some time to kick back and relax soon. Yeah, thanks. When's Thanksgiving? Did that just pass, or? No, that's this, 2 weeks from now. Okay. Hopefully you got, like, some time to relax, with Thanksgiving, so, or something. Hang out with the family and whatnot. Why is there a shadow here? Like, there's a case still there, but there's no case. Confused. Anywho. YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my floundering around doing basically nothing today.